Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name's Sammy and today we're going to be doing our class all on the floor. Such a beautiful day outside, I thought why not, let's take it outdoors. So today we're going to work on strengthening the front part of our body, the back of our body, and a little bit of core strength. So pretty much everything. I'm going to be using some blocks today just to give me some support for my push-ups because we'll be doing push-ups on the floor. Other things that you could use instead of blocks would be a rolled up towel to pop underneath the heel of your hand. You could even roll up the top of your mat just to lift the heel of the hand and take the pressure off the wrist, okay? Listen to your body. Do what you can. Take rests when you need them. It's pretty toasty out here. Even though it's only about 22 degrees, with the sun shining, it gets pretty warm. Got the sunscreen on. I've got some water also, which I'm going to take right now before I start moving my body. Okay, so being outside, there's lots of noises, trucks, birds, dogs barking. So I apologize for all the interruptions. I'll try and dampen them down in editing, but that's life. It is what it is, okay? So if you're ready to go, we'll get a little bit mobile and then we'll start moving our bodies. So sitting up nice and comfortably, we're going to tip the head forward and up. Just get some movement through the neck. And then we're going to turn the head side to side. Just doing any neck movements that feel good for you to get some movement through those muscles in the neck and shoulders. Same thing, we're going to move to the shoulders now. And maybe get the elbows working at the same time. Let's do some mobility for the wrists, seeing we'll be on our hands and knees for some of our exercises. Maybe open and shut the fingers. And then from here, we'll get some nice spinal movement. So I'm sitting on one of my bricks. I always like to sit on this just to help with my back. Gets a little tight sitting on the ground. So just some gentle sideways movements. Beautiful, maybe a little bit of a twist for the back. Just soft, gentle movements. Beautiful. And we'll do some little cat-cows here. Open the chest, open the back. Lovely. I'm going to come off my block, get a bit of movement for the hip joints. So just windshield wipering those legs. And bending and straightening the knees, maybe giving the ankles a bit of a twirl, a flex and a point. And the same with the other side. Getting any movement for that knee so it's nice and warmed up. Same with the ankles. Flexing, pointing, circling. Nice. So we're going to begin our exercises doing push-ups, okay? So coming onto your hands and knees, or you can do them on your toes as well. You can also, if you watched the previous videos that I've put up for exercise, we've done them on the wall. You can do them on a bench. So, any surface or level that feels comfortable for you. So I'm going to pop them underneath, the hands underneath my shoulders. And if you are using a book or blocks, pop the palm of the hand onto the block and let the fingers drape over, okay? These blocks are quite spongy. So it's firm but spongy, so it gives me support, but also allows a little bit of softness for the wrists. So knees under hips. And then this is our setup, hands under shoulders. Now to get a little bit more intense with my push-ups, I'm going to take my knees a little bit behind my hips. And I'm actually going to take my hands a little bit wider than my shoulders. Okay, so I can take the pressure off the back of my arms. So push-ups work the chest, the front of the shoulders, and the back of the arms. Okay, so I want to spread the load a little bit. I'll take my hands a bit wider. We're going to do 8 reps. We've got a nice long line from our shoulders to hips to knees, or if you're standing on your toes, shoulders, hips and toes. My eyes are looking forward and down. Nice open chest, and we'll just go nice and smoothly with those movements. 1, 2, anywhere up to 8, 3, and just go to a depth that you feel comfortable with. 4, I might even take my blocks a little bit wider, I think. That's better. 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Beautiful. So we're going to do some back exercises to just give our front of our body a bit of a break. So coming all the way down to the mat, we're going to do some back raises. Pop these out of the way. So I'm going to pop my toenails flat on the floor. So wiggle up a little bit. My whole body's rested at the moment. My hands are kind of next to my armpit. I'm going to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then pull them down, drawing the shoulder blades together. And on the inhale, I'm going to lift up my toes and my chest. So peel the chest off the floor and then lower down to rest. And then peel them up and then lower down. Now, if you want to, you can just do the upper portion and leave the toes on the floor, tucking that bottom into the back of the thighs, keeping those legs and glutes switched on. Or you can just do the lower part. So lifting the legs and let the upper body rest. Lifting the legs, switch those glutes on at the same time, let it rest. Or you can bring it all together. 2 more. Lifting up. Every muscle in the back of your body should be switched on, supporting your lower back, particularly your bottom and your legs. And then when we're done, we're going to push off the floor, tuck our toes, and come back into our second lot of push-ups. So get your hands ready. Add any support that you need. Set the knees, open the chest, and away we go. Beautiful. Smooth down and up. You want nice, even reps. Just keep breathing your natural breath, no holding the breath here. Okay, we've got 4 more of these to go. You've got this. Just go to a depth that you can control. 2 more. Getting nice and strong in the arms and the chest and the shoulders. This is a good core exercise as well. Last one. Beautiful. I'll move these out of the way. Come down on the floor. Here we go. All the way down. Beautiful. So from here, I might take my head off for these ones actually. So from here, our shoulders, shoulder blades, draw them together. Toes on or off the floor. We're going to breathe in and lift the whole body, except obviously our belly and our hips, they stay on the ground. And exhale. Gosh, if we lifted the whole body, we'd be levitating. So that would be pretty good. And exhale. And breathing in, hold it, pause, and exhale. Remember, you can break these in half. You can do the lower portion or the upper portion only of your back. Or your body, I should say. And these are quite hard to do. So take your time, do what you can, and rest when you need to. Okay, 2 more. Really tuck the lower portion of your bottom into the back of your upper thighs. Last one. And hold it. And down we come. Great, we've got 1 more to go. Pop my hat back on. All right. So here we go, set the blocks up. Your hands in a position that feels good. Set the knees or toes to where you want to be. Nice long line, shoulders, hips to knees or toes. And down we go. 8 smooth, steady reps. So we've got to watch we don't sag the belly, or that we don't have our bottom too high in the air. And just also being mindful that those elbows stay behind the shoulder joint and that they don't drift out in front. We don't want to hurt our shoulders. Whew. Okay, 2 more. We've got this. Stay strong. Oh, clouds come over. That feels nice. Lovely. Okay, last lot of back raises. Pop that out of the way. And all the way down we go. Take my head off again. Nice. So starting in a nice rested position, hands near the armpits. We're going to breathe in and lift our head, our chest, our toes, and exhale, release. Inhale, drawing those shoulder blades together and down the spine, and release. Up we come, pause it, and release. We're nearly at the halfway point. and release. We've got 4 more to go. Take your time, rest when you need to, and release. Breathing in and letting it go to relax. 2 more. Keep those shoulders away from the ears and back down. Last one. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so we can stay on the ground for the next one. We'll roll on to our backs. Grab my hat again. All right. Nice. So from here, we're going to be doing hip lifts. So these are good for strengthening your bottom muscles, your hamstrings. It'll open up the chest and the hips as well. I'm going to guide you with the breath, but if the breath guidance isn't happening today for you, that's totally okay. Just breathe your breath, your natural breath. Yeah, we don't want to hold our breath. So our arms are down by our side. We're going to have nice feet grounded to the floor. We can even tilt the pelvis up a little bit with this, and our eyes are looking straight up. So we're going to, when we're ready, take a nice inhale, tilt the pelvis and drive the feet up into the air. Now we can hold this position here for 10 breaths, but if you want to come out of it and just use a breath to guide you to come up and down, it'll look like this. You'll exhale to come down and then inhale to come up. So just nice even breaths. Exhale to come down and inhale to come up. Or you can just remain up here for the next 8 breaths. So really push through those feet, switching on those hamstrings, those glutes, the bottoms and the back of the thighs. Couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly roll the spine down to the floor. Beautiful. So from here, we've only got 1 more exercise to do for this. We're going to superset, and then that's it. We're just doing 4 exercises today. So our next exercise are just some bicycles. We'll pick up the feet. See if we can maintain a kind of an imprint of the spine. So what I mean by that is that we don't want to have a big arch in the spine. We don't want to have that lower back lifting up. So we'll need to tilt the pelvis up a little bit. We don't want to jam the spine into the mat, just a little bit of a pelvic tilt, and see if we can maintain that throughout our bicycle movements. We're going to be doing 10 forward bicycle movements and 10 backward bicycle movements. All right, so picking up the feet, letting the shoulders draw down from the ears. Our eyes are looking straight up. I'm going to make those smooth and steady circles. We're going for a nice slow pedal. Beautiful, smooth and controlled, like we're riding through the countryside. That's it. No stress, enjoying a lovely ride and a beautiful day. 3 more to go. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to reverse it. We're going to double back now. This can be tricky. So you might like to imagine that you're kind of driving the heel through mud and then pulling the mud up with your toes. Just nice reverses. Okay, we're going to do 4 more pairs. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice, lovely. Now, because it's so sunny here, I'm actually going to turn around because I'm getting the sun straight in my eyes here. I'll do a 180 and have a drink. Whew. Okie dokie. So we've got 2 more of those sets to do. And if you're ready to go, let's get started. Coming down onto your back, if you've moved. We'll do our bridge pose. So we've got those feet grounded to the floor, about hip width apart or maybe a little bit wider. That's better. I haven't got the sun in my eyes now. So from here, we'll peel the spine off the floor, lifting up on the inhale. So we can keep that bottom off the floor, or we can come down on the exhale. So you would slowly lower on the exhale and then drive the heels through the floor as we lift up on the inhale. Exhale and inhale. Or you can decide to just stay here for the next 6 breaths and just keep everything switched on. Now, another thing you can do to add intensity to this exercise is to put something between your knees, like a yoga block or a cushion or anything, or maybe a kid's ball or something between your knees, and that'll just keep the inner thigh switched on a little bit more as well. I think we've got a couple of breaths to go here. Really keep those feet pushing through the floor, everything switched on, nice open chest. And then when you're ready, exhale, lower down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Lovely. And now we're going to pick up the feet and come into our bicycles. So shoulders away from the ears, picking the feet off the floor, just maintaining that little imprint of the lower spine to the mat. Nothing too vicious here. And we'll start making our bicycle moves. Drawing the knee to the chest as much as you can, straightening out those legs. Smooth and steady pedal strokes. I think we've got about 2 or 3 to go here. And then we're going to reverse our bicycle, pedal backwards. Doing well, keep going, we've got this. Oh, it's very toasty out here. I'm so lucky I put some sunscreen on today. Beautiful. When you're ready, pop those feet down. We've got one more round to go of our supersets. Getting that hat adjusted, keep slipping off. Okay, so grounding the toes, the heels to the floor, and then when you're ready, on your next inhale, we'll tilt the pelvis up slightly, lift the hips, open the chest. You might even want to wiggle the shoulders underneath your shoulders a little bit more just to open that chest. And again, you can remain here for the next 8 breaths, or you can exhale to lower down and inhale to lift. It's up to you. Adding anything you want to, like in terms of extra resistance. You've got those, blocks or cushions between the knees. Keep those leg muscles switched on. Okay, we've got about 4 more breaths here. Keep those hips up. As they get tired, they want to just drop down, but we'll keep them up there for 1 more breath. And then on the exhale, slowly melt the spine down. And then we'll do the last of our bicycles. So when you're ready to go, let's pick up the feet. Have that little imprint of the spine. Eyes looking straight up, and let's get on our bikes and pedal. 3. Really stretch those legs. Bring the knees to the chest. 6 and 7 and 8. And let's reverse our bicycles. Drive through the heels, pull with the toes. Halfway there, 4 to go. And 3 and 2 and done. Nice, beautiful. Well, we've gone and done all our exercises now. We'll have a little bit of a stretch and get on with our day. So from here, I'm going to pop back onto my block. You can sit on a cushion as well. You don't have to sit on a yoga block. Okay, so let's do a few stretches. Open up the chest. Seeing we worked the front of our body, we'll give our chest and arms a little stretch. And then we're going to bring the hands forward, open up the back, seeing we worked our back muscles, give that a nice little stretch, tuck the chin and the hips. Beautiful. And then maybe a nice gentle side bend to open up the rib cage. And over to the other side. And then we're going to sweep over, look over the shoulder, take our time. There's no rush. And around to the other side. And coming to the front, maybe give our neck a bit of a stretch by tucking the chin and rolling our head forward. And then gently lifting the chin, drawing the nose to the ceiling or the sky if you're training outside like me today. And head forward. We'll tilt the ear towards the shoulder. You may like to draw the opposite hand down. Notice where you're feeling this. And head up over to the other side. Beautiful. Coming to the front, we'll do a little bit of a leg stretch here. So straightening the legs out. We can walk our fingers towards our ankles, keep our back nice and long here. Bit of a tuck in the chin. We can sit up comfortably, pull the toes towards us to stretch the calf muscles. And we're done. So thank you so much for joining me today for our exercises. We did 3 lots of 8 exercises. We did 4 exercises, 3 lots of 8, so 3 sets of 8 reps. If you wanted to, you could add extra reps and extra sets. So you could go 4 lots of 10 reps. You can do the exercises in a way that you could just do all your push-ups and have a rest between each set, or you can do like what we did today, and we piggybacked one exercise onto the back of the other ones. The more you do these sorts of videos, and I'll teach you about all the different training styles, you can pick and choose how you want to train. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all a beautiful day or evening or whenever you're doing your exercises, and I can't wait to bring the next training video to you. And until then, see you later.